Good evening, YouTube fam. It's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. I'd first like to thank all of my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I ask you to please peep in on the sister. Excuse me. I apologize for that. I'm back. Like I said, I wanted to thank my subscribers. Please continue to watch my channel. Sorry, evening bedtime. And I hit that like button. Please. Comments. I love comments. I do reply to the comments. It might take me a couple of days as I am crocheting. I am back into my writing. I am being grandma. I am being mama. This past week have been focusing on getting better. I've been like really sick since Tuesday, guys. And today I feel amazingly better. I think maybe the outing yesterday kind of promoted that. And today we even had a family outing. We did. And even though it was brief, it was fun. So, excuse me. With all of that said, please don't forget the donations. The donation drive. 500 washcloths, 300 scrunchies, 200 hats, 100 ear warmers, 100 scarves, and 50 baby blankets. I have about half of the pink baby blanket done. I've actually started on another one. I got 4 more washcloths done. All I have to do is sew in that little funny looking tail. But I have 2 blues and 2 greens. I will be doing a couple of purple ones next. This is the baby blanket that I started on using that beautiful rainbow color. I'm going to be gathering my hats. I'm going to put everything together that I have made, and I will give you an update this weekend on what's actually needed. I did, however, sell 100 washcloths of the ones that I had. I think I told you all I had I know it was over 150. There were 48 in a box, and I sold 2 boxes and some. And I had 3 boxes that were completely full. So I sold 100 of those. Yay, thank you. But no worries. Like I said, I sold 100. And over the past couple of days, I made 6. I did these 4 today. I've got 2 yellow ones already packed away. And I got more cotton. So I will be making more. All of my hats I will be getting together with the exception of my Lisa hat. That is my hat. And I'm not even a hat girl, but that is my hat. I got 2 hats, y'all, 3 actually, that are my hats. I have one where a customer came into my job one day when I was working at 7-Eleven. He was one of my Pacific Islanders, and I commented on his Dallas Cowboy cap, and he took it off of his head and put it on mine. If you know me, you know that I love the Dallas Cowboys. I have been a fan for 53 years. Ever since I was 7. And what solidified me being a fan was when I met Mr. Tom Landry at the age of 7. And he said to me, at the age of 10. Became a fan at the age of 7 and met Mr. Landry at the age of 10 in Texas. And I was actually waiting to ride the horse that he was riding. And he was having a family outing. And when he got off the horse, I called his name, 10 years old. I don't know how to be starstruck because I see these as human beings who just happen to be behind the camera a lot more than us regular people are. So, they're people to me. But I called him by name, and he looked over at me, and we got into a conversation. I told him that I was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and started naming players and their positions and calling off stats, and he was impressed. And then he asked me why did I become a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I said honestly because of you. because of your coaching style, because of the fact that your players respect you on the field and off the field, and everybody around you respects you. And I like that in a person. And he said to me, I like that. Promise me that you'll always be a Cowboys fan. He kind of chuckled when he said it, and I said, yes sir, I promise you. And like I said, if you know me, I don't take promises lightly. I follow through. Been a Cowboy fan for 53 years. Through the wins, the draws, the loses, the questionables, all of it. I've been right there. I talk bad about my boys when everybody else talks bad about them. Talk good about them when they're doing good. But I'm still a fan, and I'm going to be one until the day I take my last breath. Okay? The second hat is actually a hat that I made to sell. I was in the mood to make silly hats. And this particular hat is yellow. It's like, I made a tube. I made a tube. Sewed it together across the top so it looks a lot like the cat ears. But I put tassels on the end of the cat ears, and the brim is in like a baby blue. It's pink and blue. My mother saw that hat and she loved it. She took it. She loved it, and it became her hat. And if I could find that picture, I would actually post it so you could see it. I know she would love that. She would. But I can't get rid of that hat. I can't. The last time my mom wore it, she asked me to take her to see her sister. Her sister lives in Florida, and tomorrow is her birthday. She will be 86. Yes. But I drove my mom to Florida to see her sister, and she wore that cap. So yes, and she had pork rind crumbs all over her face. But I had to take that picture in that cap, and I can't, like I said, I can't get rid of that cap. If I can find that picture, I will share it with you all. If I can't do it in one of these videos, I will put it on the community page. How about that? I'm going to utilize that community page. So, and the third cap, of course, is the Lisa hat. I can't get rid of it. I won the yarn that I used to make that hat, and Lisa had been using 2 strands and making her bucket hats here lately, and she asked to see pictures of what everybody was doing. This is Lisa from Happy to Hook, and I was like, I'm going to make me a Lisa hat. That's what I'm going to do, because I kept trying to figure out, what am I going to do with this gorgeous yarn? It's yarn that I've never worked with before. And Lysel, are you serious? I think I had heard of it, but I hadn't really paid attention to it when I heard it. But y'all, and y'all some more. Whew. I said I wanted to try finer fibers and finer fibers. Lisa did not disappoint. Not at all. No, not at all. So those are my 3 hats. Now, shoes and underclothes, no, can't count those. My shoes are increasing. I never was really big on shoes until I could not wear high heels anymore. And then I went through a state of depression. And now it's like Nike makes a shoe for everything I got in my closet. I'm just saying. And I'm blessed to have children that know that I like this, because my daughter keeps me in Nikes. Yes. The other thing, forgive me, I had popcorn earlier and all these kernels. Woo, Lord. Okay. So, I've shown you what I'm working on. I showed you what I've completed. About my health, I've pretty much been in the bed since Tuesday. I would get up and do what I had to do, but I'd go right back to bed. So I think a lot of what was going on with me was that my body needed rest. I look down at my legs and I'm seeing wrinkled feet and wrinkled lower legs. So a lot of people, that might be unappealing, but when you've been dealing with swelling since the first week in April, and now all of a sudden you have definition in your, you can almost wrap your hand around your ankles. I mean, I've always known I had little ankles, but I'm just saying they're little again. And it's exciting to see them that way. Legs are still a little weak because, of course, with the swelling going on, I haven't had the pleasure of spending as much time on them as I normally do, which isn't a great deal, but it's a lot more than what I've been able to do since April. So I've been trying not to push it, but I'm excited about the fact that I can get up and almost run to the kitchen now, and it doesn't take me 5 minutes to get there anymore. I can get there as quickly as I need to go. As far as the bed sores are concerned, they are healing. A lot of the pain is not there. That was there. Going back to the swelling in my feet and legs, in 2 days I've lost 5.5 pounds. So I know a lot of it was fluid. I just took my second fluid pill for the day, so I know for the next few hours I'll be running again, and can't wait to take my weight again in the morning. I want to take it tonight, but I told myself, just like the doctor told me, once a day is fine. We're not going to be doing this all day long. So I'm sticking to my once a day. And by the way, this is not coffee. It was coffee this morning. This is actually my second video for today, but the first one I could not post because I went on a tirade. I'd let my topic of conversation lead me somewhere else, and I went on like a 7-minute rampage. So I'm recording another one. I kept trying to figure out how to cut that part out, and I just haven't gotten there. The little scissor thing will come up, and every time I press it and set it right at the margin that I want to snip it out, it won't. I don't know how to do that part yet. I mean, the option is there, and I keep trying. So I'll keep working with it, and I'll keep trying. I'll probably pull that video since I know where the markers are, and keep working with that one. Might use that one as my experimental video. At any rate, what else can I say? Yes, ideas, up and coming ideas. When I get the donations behind me, because that's my main focus. It really is. If I have orders or anything, I think I got all of my orders out. I need to check with my daughters and make sure, but I think I have all of my orders out. I'm just basically working on personal and donations, but there is one personal thing I want to try, but I don't have enough purple yarn because I want to make like 5 different designs, and I think I want to make those first and then show them to you. I think I might actually write patterns for those, or attempt to anyway. My pattern writing is not like anything a normal person has ever seen. It kind of looks like hieroglyphics. Woo, I tickled myself when I said that, but it's true. But yeah, I have to work on writing it so that it might be understood by other people. I keep getting pop-ups on my screen. I have my phone and my Chromebook connected, so when I get notifications on my phone, they pop up on my computer as well. Okay, so I told you about that idea. There was something, you guys. So, we're all familiar with the corner to corner, right? I mean, because like it was the craze about 8 years ago, when it first came out. So, we also know I like the corner to corner because of the fact that it works up so quickly. The only thing that I really don't like about the corner to corner is that it's so gappy. But I kind of had an idea, and I worked on it a little bit, and this is not quite as gappy. So I'm going to share that with you after I get this. This is going to be the other baby blanket that I was telling you about. Yeah, that's what I like that idea. I looked at it, I was like, wow, that's not bad. I think I might make myself something out of that. So I was thinking like a top. But yeah, I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. But at any rate, that's what I have for the upcoming ideas. Now, to finish off the subject for the week, or to pull everything together, I wanted to go back a little bit and talk about the managerial aspect of customer service. Managers, you have to have your disposition in order, because you are the face of your company. Whether it's your own personal company, or you work for a franchise, or a non-profit, or a corporation, it doesn't matter. You are the face of that company, and your employees are an extension of you. So when people from the outside come in, or your customers or patients or whatever, when they come in and they talk to you or whatever, you are representing that company, and so are they, but they're more so representing you because they're under you. You're like their parent, regardless of the fact that they may be old enough to be your mom or your grandma or whatever. Like when I was at the hotel, my manager was young enough to be my daughter. She was. But we complimented each other well, because both of us had like really perky, bubbly. I think hers was a little bubblier than mine. Jen was like, and I was like, but yeah, we that's what your company should be. You can make a bag. Case in point, being that we're all yarnies, if you go into a Joann's that's like a really cruddy Joann's, like it's 1,000 years old, and they have stains and stuff that they just can't get rid of, and the people look like they've probably been there as long as the store, and let's say it's across town, and they're really slow in putting their product out, and all kinds of things that can make this like a really bad thing. And then you have the one that's closest to you that was just built a couple of years ago, got a high turnover because it just keep getting a bunch of young people in, and stuff gets put out on the floor, but you got to hunt for it. Nothing's in the right place. Even with all of that going on, let's get back to the staff. The one way across town, those people that have been there forever treat you like family. Every time you come, they know your name. They know what you're looking for when they walk in the door. Before you get the notification through your email, when you walk in the door, like, hey, look, we just got a new yarn in. Come check this out. Or the one that they built, say, right next door to you, where they don't know who you are. They don't speak when you come in the door. They treat you like crap, like they really want you to hurry up and make your purchase and leave so that they can get back on their phone and play games or text their buddies or whatever. Which one would you rather go to? Honestly, I personally would rather go across town. And if I could get there, that's where I'd be. I mean, and I'm not saying my Joann's is bad because I happen to think it's good. This is only the third Joann's in this area I've been in. The first one was out in Virginia Beach. It was the first time I had ever been in a Joann's, and I was like, you know, this was when they had the diamonds on the wall, and they had the yarn and the diamonds, and it was so high, you know, even if I jumped, I couldn't reach that. And I went in there with the intentions of spending no money. I went in with the intentions of it being my first experience in Joann's, and came out with $120 worth of yarn that was on sale. I mean, it was like 3 skeins for $10. Who wouldn't? It was a while ago, I admit. But 3 skeins for $10? Ooh, yes, I was there. So, remember that as a manager, whatever the situation is, you have to make a decision. You have to stick to your decision. You have to execute your decision, stick to it, and follow through. If it's a criminal thing that has happened, you have to make that call. Same thing. Execute your decision. Make the decision, execute it, stick by it, and follow through. That's what you have to do. Okay. Whew. I didn't go off on the tangent. Go me. So, don't forget the giveaway. It is on my 100th video, which happened to be a live. So check out my lives if you want to know what you got to do to enter. All of that information is there. I gave a sneak peek in a short as to what's going to be in the box. And that's only part of it. That's only part of it. There's more in the box now, even as we speak. So I'm saying, if you want it, might want to go check that video out, see what you got to do to get it. So yes, guys, that's where I am. This is where I am. I'm loving life. I'm loving you all. I feel the love from you all. I'm glad to see that Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches is doing better. Please keep her in prayer. I'm glad that Kiera from Kiera's Crochet is getting better. Also, Kayla, Llama Mama Kayla. Again, I ask, has anybody seen Surrey? It's SURA and Company, NCO. And haven't seen her in a couple of months, and I'm just kind of worried about her. Just want to know if she was okay. Never talked to her personally, but it was just someone that I followed, and I'm just that caring type person, you know, and I just like to know that everybody's okay. So, I don't think I told you what I was drinking. I'm drinking Kool-Aid, the red flavor. Not Tropical Punch, though. I'm drinking the cherry. And it is really good. That's why I prefer my daughter make the Kool-Aid, because when I make Kool-Aid, for some reason, it's more likened to syrup. Thank God I don't have diabetes. You drink my Kool-Aid, you might become diabetic. But my daughter, she doesn't play that. Another thing, back to my health, another thing we were worried about was like fluid retention, but we were worried about the amount of salt in my diet might being a cause of the fluid retention. But when I keep up with my journal and I write down over the course of a day, a couple of days, a week, what I eat, and even the seasonings that are involved, people are shocked when they find out we are a no salt house. We don't do that. and we like to cook as opposed to eating out. When I first started my weight loss adventure back in 2020, when I was really, really into it and could move a lot more and do a lot more, I did weeks, and it was 1 week of no snacks. Then I did another week of not eating after 8 p.m. But the week that I chose to eat no fried foods was the week that I lost the most weight. Because of me working like I was working and taking care of my mother at the same time, I was always stopping to get something to eat. And my place of choice was Popeyes. So when I did that week if it wasn't Popeyes, it was Chick-fil-A. I know Chick-fil-A has the baked chicken breast. I get it, okay? I got it. But I preferred the fried. But then when I went that week without fried foods, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, there was still flavor there, but I couldn't believe the amount of weight I lost in that time. But as soon as that week was up, you best believe the first thing I went and grabbed was a chicken thigh and a chicken leg. Yes, absolutely. Ooh, and I got that one from Bojangles. And then I think I had fried fish the next day. No, seriously, but I will every now and then go like 2 or 3 days and I don't want anything fried. I want baked fish. I want grilled whatever, if like steak or something. I want steamed shrimp, or whatever, baked chicken, whatever. I just don't want anything fried for a few days. So, being that I feel as good as I feel, I'm trying not to push it, but you guys don't understand. It's like Tuesday through yesterday was the worst I had felt throughout all of this. I mean, like from April. But today it's like pre-April, and it's a good feeling. I wish I had felt this good when we went to the family reunion. I really, really do. I felt okay, but I didn't feel this good, and I wish I did. But that's in the past. What we're going to do is mark this point right here and move forward. Well, I'm sorry for you all. And move forward. But yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it moving, and we're going to make things happen. So, I forget, my hair was real cute this morning when I did it, but we know how I feel about that too. But I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I am going to get back to crocheting. I don't know which project I'm going to work on. I have put my dress aside for a while because I really want to focus on the G.R.O.W donations. It was exciting to me to pull boxes out and start packing those boxes. I was like, wow, I could not believe how much I had done. I've been making hats and hadn't even really tallied the hats that I was making, and to see that I had made so many, I'm like, ooh. It's not touching 200, but I really thought like it was like 5 or 6 hats, maybe 7 or 8, maybe. Nah, it's a greater number, and it makes me feel good that I've done it, and that's for a good cause. These washcloths, like I said, I can do like 4 or 5 in an hour. It's really no problem doing those, and that's with the interruption of the grandkids. When the grandkids are not around, I can crank them out, and I'm good with that. Sister Chaos said that she's got the scarves for me, so I know that she's working on scarves, and I truly appreciate her for that, because like I said, of this list, the scarves were my least favorite to make. I don't know what it is, but I can make blankets all day, but scarves just seem to be, I guess it's because the scarves I make are always like Graffgans. People want everything in them, their sorority letters or their name or their team names or numbers or whatever, you know. So in switching back and forth in the yarn, and it can get to be a chore. But yeah, it's not quite the same with a blanket. It's like there's a lot of area there where you're continuously going. Imagine putting a blanket into a scarf. You know, there's really not that much room to do but so much. And then when you make it that busy for, oh God, I made one. But there, whoa, yes. So I was given an idea by my sweet Shell, and it's a scarf that I made before, but I really didn't. I never even promoted that scarf. It was neat when I saw it. I did it, I only replicated what I saw. And when she saw it, she was like, "Ma, I'm telling you, if you do this." And I thought about it, and I'm like, that's not a bad idea. You know what? I'm going to have to do that. So that's something, that I'm going to be working on. I need to write all of this down. Didn't we say it one time? Didn't I ask y'all to remind me to write stuff down? I thought we had established that in our friendship. Let me see. I'm going to write it down now. And then I'll transfer it to the notebook. Everything is on my bed right now. Okay, I said that. Didn't I say there were 2 ideas that I had? I don't remember. I know the one thing I said that I was going to make 5 designs for. And I was going to try to write patterns. And then the other thing. Oh yeah, I wanted to. The corner to corner. The closed corner to corner. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to work on those things. I'm going to work on the donations first. That's the most important. And then I'm going to work on those things. And we're going to get this done, guys. We're going to knock this out of the box. Because I'm working really hard. We got until, I say, the middle of October. But I know she will accept them whenever. I know that I want to do something for December. But I'm not quite sure what. It won't be this extensive. I should have flipped it. What I want to do in December, I should have done now. And I should have waited until after this to do the one for December, because this time is usually a crazy busy time anyway. But it's all in learning. It's all in learning. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. So, without further ado, when you guys walk past the mirror and you see that reflection, don't forget to look at that reflection and be like, you are so fine. And guess what? I love you. And know that from the bottom of my heart and the depths of my soul that I, Kitty Lane, love you too. Until we meet again, peace out, everybody.